Hi, welcome to the week 7 Friday video for those of you who are absent or who need to see how to complete the work. So the first thing we need to do is get to the document. It's in Unit 1, Week 7. Today's Friday. And it's the essential question draft. So our goal, one of our objectives today was to fill out the essential question. And you can go ahead and open up the document. Once you have it open, pause the video to read the instructions and the information at the top. Okay, so we started this unit with this essential question: what will the Earth look like in 20 million years? And then we spent the unit learning information that will help us to answer this question using claim evidence reasoning, our CER format. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to answer this question in this document. Now, you already have another essential question document. You'll use that for your final draft. This is just a draft. All right, so what do you need to do here? So, according to claim evidence reasoning, remember that there's sort of three parts to addressing a scientific argument. The claim is your statement. So it's your response to the question or your argument. Your evidence will be the information or the data that you use to support that claim. And your reasoning will explain why the evidence supports the claim using some of the scientific content like principles and rules and terminology that support that show that how this evidence supports your claim. So this document is sort of divided in a way to help you with that. And as you see for the claims side, to answer the question, what will the Earth look like in 20 million years, you get to choose what you want to talk about. But one thing everyone must talk about is well, what will the continents and or crust look like in 20 million years? So we're going to do that one together. Now, in addition to this one, which we'll do together in this video, you must also choose you need to choose two other features that will change for evidence. So you need to talk about how the atmosphere will change, the climate, life forms, magnetic field, and length of the day. You can talk about any of those things. And remember, you have to choose two of them. So maybe you want to do the atmosphere and life forms. Maybe you want to do climate and length of the day. Totally up to you. And I've linked some videos here to sort of help you with that as well. All right, let's get into the example that we're going to do together, how the continents and crusts will change. Okay, to help you with that, I'm providing in today's slides some sentence frames. So starting with the claim, our question is, what will the Earth look like in 20 million years? Our claim could be in 20 million years, and now you get to choose, we will have the same 7 continents or we will have different continents. What do you think? That's right, we'll likely have different continents. And that goes back to what we talked about before about the Earth's plates are constantly moving, okay? So since they're constantly moving, and they actually move about an inch per year, we are going to have not the same exact 7 continents, okay? Maybe some continents will split up. Maybe some continents will come together. Who knows? So here we would say as our claim, in 20 million years, we will have different continents. Now, what about evidence? What evidence do we have? So for evidence, I think you should rely on history of the Earth, okay? So what has happened in the past that suggests we would have this change? So we could say in this case, my evidence to support my claim is the Earth has a history of continents forming and breaking apart due to movement of the blank, also known as the Earth's plates. Now remember that there are sublayers of the Earth. Which sublayer is the makes up the Earth's plates. That's right, it's the lithosphere. So our first piece of evidence is the Earth has a history of the continents forming and breaking apart due to movements of the lithosphere, also known as the Earth's plates. All right, now we can go into a specific example of when this happened back in the day, right? So for example, the 7 continents formed when the supercontinent blank broke apart during the blank era. So what was the supercontinent called that broke apart to form the 7 continents? That's right, it's Pangaea. And this occurred during the Mesozoic era, the same time that we had the dinosaurs. So in this case, for our evidence, what we could say is the Earth has a history of continents forming and breaking apart due to the movement of the lithosphere, also known as the Earth's plates. And I give a specific example. For example, the 7 continents formed when the supercontinent Pangaea broke apart during the Mesozoic era. So far we have our claim and we have our evidence. Now let's get into our reasoning. For our reasoning, we have to discuss how our evidence supports our claim using some of the scientific terminologies and theories. So what's the theory behind the Earth's plates moving? Okay, so we could say my evidence supports my claim because according to the theory of blank, blank, the Earth's plates are constantly moving due to blank currents in the Earth's blank. Remember, this is the theory of plate tectonics. So according to the theory of plate tectonics, the Earth's plates are constantly moving due to convection currents that occur in the Earth's mantle. So here again, in that reasoning, I'm using some scientific principles. Let's keep going. Now, scientists estimate that the plates are moving about 1 inch per year. And because the plates are still moving, the continents will continue to move and will be different. So this sort of wraps up everything. Essentially what I'm saying is my evidence supports my claim because there's this theory called plate tectonics that the plates are constantly moving due to convection. I also add here, this is sort of an extra piece, that the plates are moving 1 inch per year. So they are still moving. And here's the key. The first and the last part are the key parts. This part here is key because what it's doing is it's explaining how my evidence supports my claim. All right, so let's look at all of this put together, our claim, evidence, and reasoning in our document. So this is the document that we have. We're going to put our Unit 1 final essential question. You should have this open. Remember, this can be found in Unit 1, Week 7, Friday's folder. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this down at the bottom, at the very bottom. And I sort of color-coded it too. So here's my claim that we just did together. In 20 million years, we will have different continents. That's my claim in blue. Now my evidence. My evidence to support my claim is the Earth has a history of continents forming and breaking apart due to movements of the lithosphere, also known as the Earth's plates. For example, the 7 continents formed when the supercontinent Pangaea broke apart during the Mesozoic era. Now my reasoning. My evidence supports my claim because according to the theory of plate tectonics, the Earth's plates are constantly moving due to convection currents in the Earth's mantle. Scientists estimate the plates are moving 1 inch per year. Because the plates are still moving, the continents will continue to move and will be different. So I did the first one with you all. Now what you guys have to do is you guys have to pick 2 more: atmosphere, climate, life forms, magnetic field, length of day, and do the same sort of thing, right? Claim, evidence, reasoning. And I have the sort of sentence starters, if you want, that you can use. All right. So you need to do 2 more. And then you're going to submit this for feedback. All right. So just a final note here. We will not be meeting on Tuesday because Ms. Sheehy and I will be proctoring the SAT. So in order to get attendance, make sure you take that survey. All right. So you must do the survey on Tuesday, October 27th. All right. That is it for this video. Hope you have a quality day.